Came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
2nd and 10. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, good move. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Was Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hurts.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And just shutting him off there. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's complete right around the 8. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with rain,
touchdown, Falcons! Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. McLaughlin for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway.
He's got a man, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Adams.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The point after is good, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Forced out to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 6.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
The throw over the middle taken in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. Running right through it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw again. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run.